Hi and welcome back to my channel. Until now I had no idea how to fly a drone, so I thought I want to learn it. So I started to search for something low cost but decent drone, then I come across with the Fimi X8 Mini. I have heard a lot of things about it, but I'm going to show you this drone from the perspective of an absolute beginner. So let's crack this box open and let's see what's inside. And we have the drone here. It's absolutely tiny. I didn't expect that this to be this small. Looks very nice, very high quality. We have here the included gimbal protector. There's the camera. This is the front of the drone. This is the side, the top, and the other side, and the back of the drone. Comes with the battery pre-installed. Let's remove this battery. Comes out a little hard, but there it is. It's a very good quality. This model comes with the Pro battery, which have a little 1 minute longer flight time and some reduced weight. As you can see, the battery have the USB charger, the USB-C charger. So here in the back of the drone we can find the micro USB data port, the switch between RC and Wi-Fi mode, and the micro SD card slot. Sliding back the battery is very easy, and it clicks and nicely, strongly stays there. You will not lose the battery during flight. Here deeper inside the box, let's see, we will find the controller, some user's manual and instructions. The instruction guide is very thick but very small, and with lots of graphical information and explanation how to fly the drone from the controller to the drone itself. Easy to learn. Below that we can find the controller. The controller is very good, feels very good in the hand. Very premium feeling. I mean, I never had other drones before, but this feels very good. It has a built-in battery. On the left side of the controller you can pull out to extend, and it pulls back with enough strength to hold any phone there. And you can add even bigger mobile phones because you have plenty of space between the two sides. The removable thumbsticks are stored in the bottom, easy to install and remove. All you have to be careful is not to lose it, because there is no replacement in the box, although you can buy replacement on AliExpress for about $15–20 I think, so make sure you not lose it. On the bottom you will find the USB-C charging and data port. Here you can charge the controller and connect the mobile phone. So deeper down in the box, under this cardboard compartment, you will find the additional accessories. The first thing I'm going to find here is the 3 data cable that connects the phone to the controller. One end is all USB-C and the other ends are one micro USB, one USB-C and one Thunderbolt port according to the models of your phone. Inside the box we can find the QR code for the software. All you have to do is use your phone's built-in QR code scanner. You just point it and there you go. You get automatically the download link. You just hit download and you get the navigation software. So the list of the box are the drone, the controller, the data cables, charging cable, screwdriver for the propellers, spare propellers and spare screw. The drone is a very simple process. All you have to do is unfold the front first and the rear arms. Removing the gimbal protector is just as easy. You have to press down on this notch, press forward and you're good to go. You have the optical flow sensor in the bottom, the power button. The camera specifications are the following. I'm going to leave it on the screen for a short time. If you want, you may pause it. The phone connector side of the cable nicely slides into that notch, and then you of course plug the USB-C port. Of course previously you have to connect to the phone before you slide it into that notch. On the top side you will find the photo button, the record button and the gimbal control. Simultaneously with the order of the drone, one of the most important ones to order is a nice and useful carry case. This was about $15, but it has a very good quality, very soft material, shoulder pad, very small size. It has a very good quality. Inside the case you will have space for 3 batteries, 2 in the case, 1 in the drone. You will have a nice space for the drone, fits perfectly. And you will have the space for the remote controller. Everything is perfectly cut out, perfect fit and very good support. You also have 2 pockets. One pocket in the outside, one pocket in the inside, where you can storage all your little things that you might need during your trip or for anything. Now let's see how to install the phone in the remote controller. First, you have to connect the data cable to the phone. Extend the controller, slide the USB-C port side inside that notch. Place the other side down and let this side go so it can firmly hold the controller. Then just connect the USB-C cable to the controller and basically you are good to go. Launch the software, turn on the drone, turn on the controller, and you are basically ready to go. And now let's take a look at the menu items with some minimal explanation. In the first menu we can see some items from flight speed, limit of flight distance, limit of flight height, return to home height, beginner mode, sport mode, precise landing, aircraft indicator. It's also measuring the amount of magnetic interference, option for compass calibration. You can choose the fail-safe mode if it's just hover, land or return to home. You can mark the home point as that's something. Update dynamic home point in Smart Track. Enable backward flying in Smart Track. Gain expo, I don't know what is it. Gain expo and tuning sensitivity. I don't know what is it. What is that means. After that, in the recording menu, you can choose all kind of recording and video and photo related options, video quality, video size, white balance, color, metering mode, video encode. You can choose those grid lines, format the SD card. You can also choose the recording quality. I use 4K 30 FPS. You can also choose which photo or video taking mode you want. It is also capable of 3x digital zoom. Next is the controller option. Here you can change things, RC calibration, joystick mode, so you can calibrate the joystick for your own controller preferences. Then the gimbal menu. Then in the battery menu you can see battery related informations and battery related settings, like low battery warning, return to home when the battery is only enough for return to home, land when the battery is only enough for landing. And finally the general menu, where you can see the initiative check, flight records, image transmission quality, units, metric or imperial maps, firmware update, maintenance mode, live and Wi-Fi management. The live is pretty good because you can live stream your drone feed straight to YouTube, for example, if you want. Then we have all the intelligent flight modes. This is a pretty feature-packed drone, especially for this price. You can get cinematic mode, tripod mode, cruise lock, fixed wing, I don't know what the fixed wing means, SAR, I also don't know exactly what it means. You also have modes, tap to fly, waypoints, Smart Track, orbit and spiral. These are all features I would like to try. So if you just turn on the drone but not flying it, you're not taking off, then you'll see this message there after a while, because the sensor, all the sensors and everything is activated and start warming up and heating up. It needs to be on motion, needs to be in flight to be able to cool down. So let's see the temperatures. So this is where the components are going to heat up after you turn on the drone and you are not flying it. This part of the heating up I sped up 400%. You can clearly see the GPS module and one tiny bit on the front, I don't know what exactly is there, heats up. You can see how hot the camera and all the bottom part of the heatsink of the bottom gets. On the top, the GPS, even through the plastic, it gets like 37, 40 degrees. Inside, close the heatsink, about 50, even 50 degrees. Over the heatsink, around the optical flow sensor can get above 60 Celsius. Even the camera can get over 50 Celsius, so you need to make sure you only turn on the drone when you're ready to fly. And once you are up in the air, all the temperatures are going to stabilize to the safe level. This is by design. So let's see the first start with auto takeoff. For this video the drone was only set for half speed, and even like this disappears so quick from the eyes that you have to be careful if this is your first flight ever with a drone. Happened to me also the same, that flying above the first time a crowded place in a city. You don't know what's going to happen with the drone, you don't trust the drone yet because you don't know it yet. But slowly you gain confidence as you see that it's absolutely reliable and does what you want. After a brief period of flying around and getting over the fear of losing the drone, I decided to hit the return to home button, also to test the return to home function. The drone returned home absolutely safely and precisely and started to descend, but I had to take control over the landing because there was some cable close to the landing and I didn't want the wind maybe drifting it close to the cable, so it was better to land manually to conclude the first flight. My second flight was on the beach. At this point I had way more confidence on the drone that it's reliable, it's not gonna fall down in the middle of the road. My only scare was, what if an angry seagull is going to attack it? I will be making this video as part 1, and in the part 2 I'm going to upload the complete flight recordings, all without editing, with the telemetry data as well. This one just a few short clips here and there, just like this beautiful scene of the ocean. Despite the low $350 price tag of this drone, normally you would think it's just a toy, but no, as you can see it can make quite decent photos. I like that the colors are nice and saturated. If you don't like it, you can always correct it with color grading in the editing software. Simple. The amount of resolution and details you get from this camera is amazing, especially for this price. And it's very reliable. This area is highly saturated with radio antennas, cell phone antennas. So there was very little signal dropout, but you can always correct it to go down with low resolution streaming, because I was using high resolution streaming. After a brief flying around, I concluded the flight. I made a manual landing, and I'm absolutely happy with this drone. In the next video, I'm going to upload all the videos. There was also a short nighttime test. I didn't test it completely, all the abilities of the nighttime recordings, but as you can see, it can be improved a little further with some adjustments in the camera. So as you can see, you can make nice nighttime recordings.